At a watch party on election night in Dearborn,
I voted Democrat all my life, and this was a turning point for me.
we had a hint of what was to come. Who'd you vote for?
Jill Stein. My vote was a protest vote.
The next day, after the race was called for Donald Trump.
2024 U.S. presidential election has been historic for many reasons, but for Muslim Americans, this election highlighted critical issues and signaled a shift in political priorities. From foreign policy to civil rights and healthcare, Muslim American voters engaged at unprecedented levels, shaping electoral outcomes in new ways. This year saw record high engagement among Muslim voters, with 95% of Muslim respondents in a Council on American Islamic Relations, or CAIR, survey stating their intent to vote. This reflects an estimated 1.5 million Muslim voters participating in the election, a significant increase from 2020. In battleground states like Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Ohio, this turnout underscored the importance of the Muslim American vote. A defining issue this election cycle was the ongoing Gaza conflict. For many Muslim Americans, the Biden administration's response to the crisis became a deeply personal matter, driving voter engagement. According to exit polling, 73% of Muslim voters indicated that U.S. foreign policy, particularly regarding Gaza, directly influenced their decision at the ballot box. Reflecting this shift, Green Party candidate Jill Stein emerged as a top choice for 42.3% of Muslim voters, capitalizing on dissatisfaction with the major parties. Vice President Kamala Harris, the Democratic candidate, received 41% support among Muslim voters, showing a significant decline from the Democratic Party's traditional hold on this demographic. Former President Donald Trump saw a modest increase, receiving 9.8% of the Muslim vote, a notable rise among conservative Muslim voters who aligned with his economic policies and non-interventionist stance. While the Gaza conflict had a major impact, other issues were also central to Muslim American voters. Civil rights and combating Islamophobia remain critical concerns. In 2024, 84% of Muslim voters ranked civil rights as a top priority. Many Muslim Americans have faced discrimination, and addressing Islamophobia has been essential to their support. Harris's platform addressed these issues, promising stronger protections and support for minorities, though frustration over foreign policy drove some voters towards Stein's more progressive platform. Healthcare access was another influential factor. Data shows that 78% of Muslim Americans viewed affordable healthcare as crucial, especially given the high medical costs faced by low-income communities. Harris's plans to expand coverage resonated with many, but 32% of Muslim voters felt that neither major party provided a comprehensive enough solution, pushing them to support the Green Party's stance on universal health care. Economic stability and job growth were also major concerns. Approximately 60% of Muslim voters reported that support for small businesses and fair wages influenced their choice. Trump's tax cuts and deregulation policies drew some small business owners to his platform. However, the majority of Muslim voters favored Harris and Stein's plans, which emphasize wage equality and community investment. The issue of U.S. foreign policy in the Middle East remains highly personal. Exit polls showed that 68% of Muslim voters felt their voices were not adequately represented on matters of foreign policy, especially regarding Palestine, Syria, and Yemen.
Community held a news conference saying their voices were heard.
To secure our political power for a generation, and we decided to take advantage of it.
Everyone who spoke at the news conference said they ditched the Democratic Party this election because of the Biden and Harris administration's handling of the war in Gaza and Lebanon.
But we've shown today that we were not bluffing when we drew a red line.
In the city of Dearborn, Donald Trump won with 42.48% of the vote.
As the political landscape changes, so does the role of Muslim American voters. Stay informed, stay engaged, and continue to make your voice heard in the democratic process.